Hey, what's good? It's your girl Kimistry, and I hope that you have brought in your new year in a safe and fun way. I know I did. So far, there have been some challenges, to say the least, on continuing in a positive effort. But of course, your girl is resourceful, and thank goodness for my strength that my divine creator has given me to endure all things. I wanted to address a topic about images tonight. There are so many opinions and labels and titles and all of these things floating in the world that we live in. And I wanted to ask you particularly, is the image that you reflect truly a representation of who you truly are? Let me go a little bit further with that. Okay. Being called a bitch. When a woman is called a bitch, it's usually because she has some kind of aggression in her. She may be angry or bitter or bossy or whatnot, and she was given the name bitch, which is actually a female dog, not a female human being, but a female dog. Now, the word bitch has evolved for some in the black community, mostly, where they have accepted the name bitch and call themselves a bad bitch, as if that truly justifies being a female dog or being called a female dog. The word nigger is, in definition, an ignorant person. It doesn't say an ignorant black person or ignorant African American person or ignorant brown person. It says an ignorant person. So what we've done over the years and in our generations, that we embraced it, and we use the word nigga with an A, in a positive term of endearment for each other, but it's still, the root of the definition means an ignorant person. The root definition of a bitch is a female dog. Yet we have adopted and accepted these names, and we walk around with our head high, full of dignity, calling ourselves niggas and bitches. Okay. When you were born, when you were a child, do you think that when you first came into the world, that God and his angels, or even your mother, looked at you and said, oh, this is a blood nigga, or this is going to be a Crip nigga, or he's going to be a kingpin, a dope dealer. She's just a beautiful bitch. She's going to be a real bitch. They said, this is my baby. And most parents, I'm not saying all parents, we have unfortunate situations with our parents. But most parents, when they brought you into this world, they brought you in and loved you. And even if they didn't love you, your divine creator loved you. He didn't send you into this world and say, you're going to go to this world and you're going to be a nigger or a bitch or a hoe or a thug or a gangster or a criminal or a murderer. That's not why we were brought here. See, over the years, as we grew up, we took on these names and images and created our persona based on the popular demand, the popular opinion of what we were called. See, I have this theory that, and I'm sure that it works, And I'm sure it's probably been done before. But I have a theory that if there were two children born at the same time by two different mothers, two different parents, and as they were grown up, one was labeled a king or a queen and was groomed as such. And everywhere that that person went, they were called a king or a queen. That person will grow into becoming a king and a queen, because that is what was spoke over them, and that is how they were treated. Now, this other baby was born into the world, and this baby was called a bastard. No good. A burden. Guess how he's going to grow up, or she's going to grow up. She's going to grow up being a bitch. He's going to grow up being a bastard, a burden, no good. See, our words have powerful, very powerful actions behind them. There are thoughts in our words that we speak create things. We create things. We are creators because we are a image of our divine creator. So the labels that we put on each other, that we've accepted for ourselves, I ask again, are you okay with that image? Are you okay with what you've been called over the years? Now, if you're okay with it, then great. But right now, the time is to break that if you're not okay with that. It's time to change that, and you can. You have more power than you think. See, there was a quote that I read the other day. Let me see if I could get it real quick. There was a quote that I read the other day of the late Cress Welsing that just recently passed away due to a stroke. I believe she passed away on Saturday. This past Saturday, January 2nd, 2016, and may her soul rest in peace. But I had read this, that she had stated, "We are the only people on this entire planet who have been taught to sing and praise our demeanment. I'm a bitch. I'm a gangster. I'm a hoe. I'm a thug. I'm a dog. If you can train people to demean and degrade themselves, you can oppress them forever. You can even program them to kill themselves, and they wouldn't even understand what happened.